All right, good Monday morning, everybody. Hope you're having a nice start to the day. We are live talking about the weather for this afternoon, and we have several days of rain chances to talk about. Good morning, Nora. The weather this week, it's going to be pretty normal for October. Typically, October is two things, obviously a little cooler than the last couple months, and also a little bit more rain. Historically, October yields, I believe, around 3.5 inches on average. Let me just double check that. Here are the October averages. A normal October will typically produce 3.75 inches of rain specifically here in San Antonio. By the end of October, by Halloween, average highs are usually in the 70s and morning lows are in the 60s. And again, historically, it is a wet month of the year. And we have several days of rain chances this week. So today, about 40% between now and the afternoon. A little bit of cloud cover, sunshine peeking through those clouds, but also sporadic scattered areas of light to moderate rain, all moving in from the west and southwest. So if you look at radar, there's a lot of moisture moving in from northern Mexico, and it's all moving towards the east and northeast. And with that kind of pattern in place, that southwest flow aloft, that'll produce several days of rain chances this week. And then on top of that, a frontal boundary out in North Texas on Thursday. It doesn't look like it's going to move towards us. It'll stay warm in the middle to upper 80s this week in San Antonio, but rain chances look pretty good between now and Thursday before trending down by the back half of the weekend. Next Monday, let me double check. I'm just going to keep a 20% chance of rain in there. Good morning, David. Hope you're having a wonderful Monday. There are two things I cannot have for breakfast, lunch and dinner. Of course. Good, sir. Yes, sir. What was I doing? So 20% on next Monday, so 7 days out. That should just be a 20% versus a 24%. That's a very exact forecast, and sometimes our models or auto update like that. So, but anyway, big takeaway between now and Thursday, highs in the middle 80s and several days of scattered to numerous rain chances. We'll show you radar in just a moment, but it's cloudy outside. This is San Antonio International showing the big picture. Mostly overcast in some parts of San Antonio. We saw that live cam, and that did show that there are a few breaks in the sky this morning. And again, we'll see some sunshine here and there today, but mostly cloud cover and highs in the 80s. Meantime, temperatures around the area: 74 at Kerrville, 76 at Del Rio, 82 at Pleasanton, and 85 at George West, and similar numbers in Beeville. Southeast winds. Now, this morning, they're light, 5 to 10 miles an hour. But throughout the afternoon, I do think that these winds will start to gust near 20 to 30 miles per hour. So if you have any outdoor plans today, just know that it will be breezy to sometimes windy at times, as the occasional gusts could be upwards of 29 to 35 miles an hour by about this evening, 5, 6, 7 p.m. And that's going to last pretty much through tomorrow morning and tomorrow afternoon as well. So today's forecast, middle 80s. Normal this time of year is 80 degrees. We'll be a few degrees above that at about 85 in San Antonio. And again, between now and the afternoon, there will be some scattered showers around. Well, before I show you that, let me show you what radar looks like right now. Now, a lot of the more widespread light rain, drizzle, mist is out west. So if you're watching from Del Rio, Eagle Pass, Uvalde, Cotulla, and towards Kerrville, that's where the rain is a little bit more abundant. And that last radar product, it's a little deceiving. It shows a lot of rain around, but mostly of this rain that's falling is very light precipitation. And I'm going to show you a better product, and it's this right here. Notice that there are a couple of areas of moderate downpours. I'll stop the clock right there. It's 10:58 a.m. right now, and at the moment across Kerr County, a good amount of scattered to numerous showers and light rain. Fredericksburg dry at the moment. West of Bandera towards Utopia, Sabinal, Highway 90, and east of Uvalde is more rain out there. Out near Rock Springs, some more light to moderate rain along Highway 377 and Texas 41. But it shows you, especially when I loop it, there's a lot of moisture coming in from Mexico. We have almost established a southwest flow aloft because of a tropical system out west, which we'll show you in a second. And all that moisture associated with that system, it's moving right over Texas, moving right over San Antonio. And most of the rain today will be farther north of the hill country towards San Angelo, West Texas, towards Big Bend, and also near Lubbock and the Panhandle tomorrow. But it is, somewhat unstable in the atmosphere, right? You can see a few storms out near Corpus Christi, moving towards Victoria, Beeville, Refugio, north of Rockport, south of Victoria and Cuero, east of Highway 181. So, the weather, it's a little unstable and it's pretty active. So, not everyone's going to see heavy rain today. Most will see cloud cover, a little bit of sunshine peeking through, but every now and then you'll see kind of a passing light shower, some patchy light rain here and there. And that's how the pattern is for the next several days. So zooming out, notice how much cloud cover is moving in from the southwest, from Mexico. It's all moving right overhead, right over Texas, and it's all thanks to this. So earlier in the weekend, we were watching this closely. This is Norma. Now, it was a hurricane, but thanks to it making landfall and downgrading to a post-tropical system, the remnants of Norma are just clouds and some rain, and that is moving in our direction. But notice as I zoom in, most of this heavy rain, or at least the more widespread activity, is farther north, right? From Del Rio to San Angelo to the Concho Valley to pretty much south of I-20. So that's the big takeaway. If you're traveling anywhere across the state, anywhere north of San Antonio, especially west-northwest, that's where the weather will be mostly active today and tomorrow. And this pattern that's in place will continue for the next several days as that remnant low moves over Texas. So here's Futurecast by tonight. Some numerous showers out west near Del Rio and especially north into San Angelo, near Lubbock and Dallas and Fort Worth. Tomorrow will be a similar day, starting off cloudy with a little bit of light rain and drizzle in the morning. Now, a lot like today, we'll kind of see a sporadic and scattering of light showers and a few storms around tomorrow, 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And we'll stop the clock tomorrow night. It is clear. We'll see some sunshine to wrap up the Tuesday afternoon time frame. And then I would say by Wednesday morning, very similar. Morning light rain, cloud cover, maybe some fog. And then we're going to watch closely for a front to move into West Texas. Now, based on what the models are saying as of this morning, it doesn't look like it's going to pass near San Antonio. But what it will do is destabilize the atmosphere, get rain going again, and that could produce a few storms late Wednesday night into Thursday morning. So several days of active weather, consecutive days of rain chances are expected. San Antonio, I would say forecast rain totals are around a half an inch around the metro, probably some lesser totals anywhere from the south side of San Antonio towards Cotulla and Tilden and Atascosa County. And there will be pockets of rain up to 1 to 2 inches, especially north of San Antonio, towards Bandera County, Rock Springs, north of the Hill Country, and towards Sonora and towards West Texas. So these aren't drought-denting rains, but with several days of rain chances in the forecast, that'll be good for our yards. Some of our yards really need it. Mine does. And also for the drought. It's still pretty extreme to exceptional from the last time I checked it. So any type of rain counts, and we'll take what we can get, especially for this last full week of October. Next Tuesday is Halloween, as a matter of fact. And I have this cool graphic because a lot of folks are wondering, when's it going to get cold again? Or chilly, right? It wasn't exactly cold, but it was a lot cooler earlier last week. And this week, you'll see, while we have rain, chances for rain in the forecast, middle 80s. That's still warmer than average every single day. So it doesn't exactly feel like October. Yes, rain is good, but the temperature forecast is above average for October standards. Now, after Sunday, so 7-8 days out from now, next Monday, some of our forecast models are showing a push of some colder air. It's what we want, it's what we need. And it looks like by Halloween, next Monday night, next Tuesday night, Halloween's next Tuesday, I believe, it's trending, based on the long-range models, it's trending a lot cooler and a lot wetter. So that's something to definitely keep in mind. Obviously, we're 7-8 days out from Halloween. We're still going to iron out the details and fine-tune the forecast every day as we get more data in. But right now, the forecast is looking a little bit more active and a lot cooler for specifically Halloween and Halloween night as trick-or-treaters go out there and get some candy. So something to keep in mind. So it is trending cooler and wetter. In the meantime, it is not going to be cool here in San Antonio. Middle to upper 80s over the next several days with, again, several days of rain chances. Grace, just light or storm? So between now and Wednesday, mostly just light rain, Grace. Nothing heavy is expected. There will be a couple of moderate downpours, especially west of San Antonio, anywhere west of I-35 and west of I-10. A better chance and opportunity at seeing more moderate downpours, but mainly light activity around the San Antonio metro between now, Tuesday, Wednesday, with a better chance at storms on Thursday, between Wednesday night and Thursday morning. So we're going to watch that very, very closely. Yolanda, good morning. Thank you, and you're welcome. Of course, have a blessed day. Appreciate it. You heard this winter is going to be cooler and wetter. Yes, Grace. So you asked about the light rain later this week, but also the winter outlook. Yes. So, with winter seasons, meteorologists and climatologists, they look towards long-range global patterns. And one of the patterns that really has an effect on our forecast and our weather here in Texas is either La Nina or El Nino. Both are ocean temperature patterns in the Pacific. When it's an El Nino pattern, it's typically warmer than average. La Nina is cooler than average. Now, it looks like going into winter, it'll be in an El Nino. It'll be warmer than normal across the Pacific on those ocean waters. And what that does for us here in our local area, Texas, really, that typically yields cooler and wetter weather for December, January, and February. When it's La Nina, it's opposite. It's typically warmer and drier in Texas. It's different for areas across the world, but we're just talking about Texas. And if we're talking about an El Nino pattern into the winter season, that usually produces wetter and cooler temperatures and wetter seasons as well. So wetter months, I should say. So yeah, this may just be the start, right? We have several days of rain chances. Not everyone's going to see rain today, but moving into winter in December and January and February, that could bring a more promising change, and we do need rain as we're still behind. I think our year-to-date rainfall in San Antonio is only at 15, 16 inches, and we should be somewhere near like 24 to 25, so we're behind schedule. That is for sure. So yeah, I hope that answers your question, Grace, and good morning to everyone else. So we'll leave it on the forecast a little longer, guys. So again, today, just kind of scattered rain, nothing too heavy. Same thing for tomorrow. There may be a couple of isolated storms tomorrow for Tuesday, 86. And then between Wednesday and Thursday is when that front moves into North Texas, and that'll produce a few storms as well. But yeah, running between 40 and 60%, which is great chances. It's mostly scattered to numerous showers, and we could certainly use the rain here in San Antonio and across the South Texas area. So we'll leave it on the forecast a little longer, guys. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your Monday. And of course, Grace, hope you're having a wonderful day, and thank you for the questions. If you have any more, feel free to contact me on social media. Ryan Shoptaugh, Kent's 5 Meteorologist. If not, have a wonderful Monday and have a great week.